everybody. Lots of loading for this game. Right, so we did our first so graphics still epic is all right. So we're going to work on abilities. We're going to focus on wizard for right now. Yes, that is definitely something we need to do.
I've come in search of lost treasures. Have you heard any...
Godland.
It's a fine...
The living lands are... Heading out to the wilds? Make sure you have everything you need. You don't want to... Kai, I told you not to show your face around here again.
Come on. You're not still mad about that hunting knife, are you?
All right, no. You're clear. But you better pay up front this time.
I knew you'd come around. You miss me.
I'll let you think that. I don't mind him. What are you interested in? Yeah, some of the oldest in Paradise. He's a headache, but that's because you want him to come back alive.
So you do care.
I lied to the garrote for you. Do I have to spell it out?
Okay, so oh shit, did I just sell my potions? Okay.
Protect that pretty face. Armor and shields for sale, envoy.
Welcome to Dawnshore, traveler. My name is Dagerda. You seem like you could use a nice potion or a bite to eat. If you're looking for a weapon or a shield, talk to Walter over there. Just don't expect much. I like him just as much as one should like an ex-husband, and not 1 ounce more.
Yeah.
Is there? It's possible. But I think what we had is very much in the past. To be honest, stranger, I'm not inclined to go into it. He knows what he did, and let's leave it at that.
What harm could some new armor do? Look good and stay alive.
Greetings, friend. You look like you could use a fine weapon. That's a personal matter, my friend. Suffice it to say, she thinks I threw away something important. And I say I didn't! From legitimate sources, clearly. From... Apologies, friend. People see me... I assure you, all of my wares have been vetted for quality and polished thoroughly to remove any unwanted stains. Well, I believe my wares speak for themselves. Figuratively, I mean.
I know they have grenades. Let's see what she says.
The living lands are a
Welcome back. What can Daggerda do for you? I like him just as much. To be honest, stranger,
Keep up the good work, soldiers. I'm busy.
Those must be your ambassadors, men. That's a bad sign. Even Pargrunan walls can't stand against this place.
So where is that key? I know that there's usually...
Everything out here's been getting more aggressive. Militia's trying to hold the wilds out however they can. Aim where? Give me a target. This one's mine. Okay? Come from your right!
Oh, come on.
Good fight. Careful. Looks like spiders nearby. Show me what you got! wilds are getting deadlier by the day. But people have to eat.
Where's my mark? Oh, no, you don't! Look up on me.
A rot seeps through here. Who poisons us? We cannot see.
Odd. Didn't used to be this overgrown. I can take care of that if you want.
We shouldn't be seeing bears in Dawnshire. Not this time of year. Either the season's gone mad or the bears have. Tracking one of the pillars of Adra. This is my imagination. Was the bear praying? Something's strong going on.
I'm always telling visitors we're not as crazy as they've heard.
Alright, so trucked out.
almost like the brambles are trying to crush that house. Aye, aye.
What's the target? What am I hitting?
Give me a target.
Come and get me!
Something's changed in the living lands. Used to be that an honest merchant should come and go as they please. Now, if it isn't the excerpts, it's the bears. If it isn't the bears, it's the bandit. If it isn't the bandit, it's the tree folk. Feels like civilization is getting pushed out, like a sliver of glass. Enough is enough. I'm hopping on the first ship back to Eastern Reach. Yes, dear? Yeah, be right back. Come back. Let's see. Find the ambassador. Alright.
Coming in hot.
Unseen, unheard.
That's one for us.
Just like the
It breathes. It is close.
That's the Claviger. What happened?
Are you blind? Are you blind? We're being hunted. Get rid of the band. We'll talk after.
damn. Okay.
Take your best shot.
Ow.
Time to rally. Let's see what you got.
Take that, you monstrosity! Well done!
What happened to that bear?
Oh, poor bastard. One of Ludwine's toy soldiers. Oh, my savior. Oh, thank the gods. Your arrival couldn't have been more timely. I wouldn't have stood a chance against that beast. I owe you my life. Oh, Ambassador Falchion Heelguard at your service. And you must be our Imperial envoy. Better late than never, I say. The Living Lands is a tad rustic for our tastes, isn't it? Aren't you going to introduce me to your capable companion? Can he be trusted? Oh, did he now?
A little faster, and we might have been able to save Clavenger Aemon, too. Happy to have been of service, nevertheless.
I'm charmed. I take it you had business with the Clavenger? Poor fellow. It was the bear that killed him, of course. This wilderness has been a little too wild of late. I'm no woodsman, but I'm inclined to agree. We heard alarming reports of a blight in the wilderness, and a strange corruption moving toward the city. The changes in the ecosystem are expected, but this one was progressing too rapidly to ignore. We tracked the corruption all the way here, but all we found was that creature gone mad. So, the rumors of plague were true. The situation is more dire than I imagined. We need a plan of action before whatever this is consumes the Living Lands.
We are here. Come to us. Commune with us. We have waited for you. Come.
Fascinating. The Emperor trusts your judgment, and so do I. Whatever you think is best, I'll support it. You know something of our troubles. That much is clear.
Yep.
What would you have us do?
Right behind you.
Oh, just be careful. The Emperor would never forgive me if anything happened to you.
Take it slow. We'll be right here.
Or whatever you have planned, I suggest you do it.
It is you. Come closer. We feared you were but a dream. We wake from seasons of slumber. We have been waiting. We were drowning in our nightmares for so long. Your hand was a branch. Escape! We reached for you. And you are familiar to us. Our memories are fractured. But you too are alone in your strangeness. Godlike. This term means nothing to us. But why would you belong to another, shackled to their will? It spreads and festers and seeps and crawls. Poor bear. Poor us. Poor you. No, not its fault. Fear hides behind teeth and talons. We are afraid too. We fear the rot. It spreads in the bear, the water, the wild. It is an infection. A foreign body invades, the host fights back. We feel the pain of this. If an animal sickens after a fight, as it howls and sings its agony, what do you do? Nurse it, care for it, grow it like the vines. We were loved once, perhaps. We remember, almost. A thought, like motion in the water. The rot festers. We could suck the poison out, let green things grow in its place, and we could give you the gift of our healing touch. But a favor for a favor. Would you help us in return when we ask it? A favor for a favor then. This place shall heal, and you shall know our power. Retire. New again this world, new again words. We will find you soon.
Well, that's good.
Incredible. Envoy, I don't know what you did, but that was miraculous.
You all right? You look like you were in a trance for several minutes.
What happened? What can you recall? Spare no detail. You must be sensitive to the spirit world. Some are gifted, or cursed, with such talents. Inquisitor Ludwine will need to hear of this. I've agreed to share my findings with the Steel Garrote, as long as they do the same. Not that she has any interest in ecology. Ludwine is obsessed with our security, sees enemies lurking around every corner. The Steel Garrote provide us some much-needed protection, but they answer only to themselves. We have our interest in the living lands, and they have theirs. A mutually beneficial arrangement. Stay out of their way, and they'll return the favor. True. We all want what's best for the Empire. If only everything were that simple. We'll talk more at the embassy. I'll ensure the Paradise militia give you free passage into the city. Envoy, what you've done here is truly amazing. Let's keep up the good work, eh?
Just watch your step. There are swaths of the city barely more civilized than this. Whatever the Inquisitor's like, she can't be personally, can she? You are full of surprises, Envoy. I'd heard God Knights have strange powers, but I've never known one to heal an entire grove. Guess your Emperor really did send the right person for the job, huh? Still, you have your work cut out.
The path to Paradise is a tad overgrown, but I can find my way back.
First time I'm taking fall damage.
Hilgard doesn't seem like the kind of man you'd send to the frontier, does he? You seem much better suited to it. Nice work. That'll help against whatever we face out there.
I was just getting warmed up.
In Rawatai, you don't abandon good supplies. I wonder what happened here. Hargrunnen built these walls, and much of Paradis centuries ago. Much of their work still stands.
Here we go! Another down. Next one's mine.
Be safe!
You take lead.
So take it!
Right on my side.
So take it!
This used to be a good fishing spot, until something started dragging people away.
Welcome to Paradis, Envoy. The ambassador's expecting you.
Envoy!
What the hell?
You should not be here. You should be free, whole, the blood feeding your veins. Why are you here? The arrow struck. Then your soul found us, here in the emptiness, where the gods live and the dead wait. A cage, a prison. We feel the souls of multitudes, a current beneath the skin of this place. We could dip our hand in once, feel them near us. But now, we are trapped like wasps in amber. But you should be alive. Our beloved, they stole the bloom from your branch. An arrow broke the skin. It carried poison to your veins. A festering blot of corruption spread through the root and sap. It stilled your heart. It silenced the song in your mind.
I guess there are worse ways to go. Hopefully the next life is kinder to me and my killer. Whoever they are.
They hurt you, but we do not hear rage hissing in you like a serpent. Why?
There's no point in hanging on the anger. All I can do is move on.
Soften. Quiet. You would accept the winter before spring, but you do not understand. Your soul is imprisoned here, as are we. But we can help you. We could send you back. Just this once. You think of us, with your own escape so near. We are moved and decided. We will use our waning strength to free you. Then you must find us. Free us from our prison.
Okay.
You are ours. We tend to the sprout on the bough.
I guess I found my
Breathe
god.
deep. All birth is agony.
You're awake? Thank the gods. For a second there, I thought I had a problem on my hands. Liviana, the local Sawbones. I wish I could take credit for saving your life, but I believe I had very little to do with it.
Glad to see you with us. I was sure you were already on your next trip around the wheel, but I brought you here just in case. If anyone can work a miracle, it's Liviana, though whatever restored you is beyond even her skill. That's what everyone in Paradise is asking. The streets have been less murderous since your ambassador and his guards took up residence. But your assassination is bound to upset that uneasy peace.
There's something I still don't understand. Envoy, you died. Not sure. All I did was stitch you together. Your soul did the heavy lifting.
The metaphysical heavy lifting, anyway. What does this mean for her? Should she expect anything else strange? Other than coming back from the dead, I mean.
That depends on a few things. Visions and hallucinations? Likely. Manifestations of past lives? Uncommon, but possible. Sounds like the echo of a past life. I wish I could tell you more. This is far beyond my expertise. You should visit Runid, our local watcher. She would know what to make of your strange, stubborn soul. Well, she doesn't accept payment. All you have to lose is your time. A watcher examines the soul down to its very core. I can't think of anyone more qualified for the job. Runid's shop is in the hills to the northeast. A bit of a walk. Just head out of the gate to the east of town and follow the path that curves to the north. It should be perched up in the hills. Oh, but avoid the Watcher in Hightown. She's a known charlatan. I'll send word to the ambassador that you survived, but he'll no doubt want to talk to you. I hope you aren't thinking of confronting your killer. Not that it's any of my business. Head up the stairs outside my clinic and take a left onto the main road. That'll get you to the embassy. Apologies. Paradise is a bit of a maze, especially to newcomers.
Don't worry. I know my way around. Which is why I should go with you. Your assassination is bound to have stirred things up.
Yep. Huh.
Your troops are going to be on edge until your killer's found, and some of us still have to live here. The sooner we solve your murder, the better for everyone.
And we should talk back at camp. I'm hoping you can help me understand what just happened to you.
Hey! About you. In my dream, you were surrounded by light, but it was shining from inside. You weren't alone either. There were others.
godlike. Interesting. So, you're that godlike, the Adiran envoy. You're the one who saves the ambassador from the strangle root, right? Well, the conversation went something like, "Did you hear an Adiran envoy was killed at the gate?" "What? Really?" "Yes! A godlike! She saves the ambassador from the strangle root." And so on. I'm sorry. That came out wrong. I'm just trying to help some friends of mine. They're Adirans, but they've had a string of bad luck. Is there any chance you could lend them a hand? Oh, heroic and observant, huh? Joking aside, I know this seems strange, but they helped me out when I needed it. I'm just trying to return the favor. Galarde. Lofled and Gladwine came here about 8 years ago, long before the recent rush of adherents. They admitted to having a checkered past back home, but they started a new life in Paradis. Back then, you'd struggle to find an adherent in the city. Now they're everywhere. Well, let's stick to the matter at hand. Anyway, with all these adherents coming in, Lofled and Gladvine started spotting old faces. And if they were spotting old faces, it was only a matter of time before those faces started spotting them back. They're lying low in the shantytown for now, but they mean to leave for Thirdborn.
Adherents in the shantytown. I doubt they're getting a warm welcome. Most of the people there are Paradisans run out by Adir.
They're afraid to go out in public, and Gladvine, poor soul, he's gone blind from bad drink. Ah, but you can. There are herbs in the wilds around Paradis that can restore Gladwine's sight. For the hero who braved the strangle root, I'm sure it will be no problem.
Ending with flattery is a nice touch.
Agrasima. Thank you for hearing me out, in any case. Oh, there is one more thing they need. Land deeds. They've already paid for them. There's a Rawatayan in the Pearl District, Mako, who was handling the paperwork. No. We had a falling out a while back. It's best if someone else goes. Thank you, Envoy. God bless you.
Right behind you.
One for you!
Nothing like a win with a good...
Guess Adiran discipline doesn't apply to pest control.
That sawbones would hurt. Wow, it's really you. I mean, we all heard the Emperor sent a godlike, but I didn't never think I'd get to meet you. You are the envoy, aren't you? I bow, but I think I dislocated my shoulder. My brother, Cadman, and I ran into some trouble exploring a temple north of the city. Bears and traps and guards. What else? The floor collapsed from under us. He couldn't walk too well, and yet our captain wanted to keep going, so he sent me back for help. We're with a team from the Free Expedition Corps. We've seen a lot. No place like this. I fear for their lives, envoy. It's built on ruins, and the ruins are falling apart. Because of the roots, you know, and the earthquakes. We're looking for the man who built the temple, someone the locals call the Oracle. He's well, he's like you, a godlike. Gods, do you mean it? I can't thank you enough. They descended into the temple through a route off the Pilgrim's Path, just north of the city. You'll know you're headed the right way when you see trail markers and rock stacks the Pilgrims left behind. We posted a guard out front, Sedgwin. Let her know I sent you, and she'll let you pass. You know, when I heard the envoy was a godlike, I thought you'd be more... Actually, forget it. You'll probably find the expedition with the relic we were searching for. Whatever that is. Thank you for hearing me out, envoy.
You died.
Long has the renowned Cartographers Guild served the emperors and queens. It is we who are responsible for the creation and distribution of many maps, whether to direct travelers to the expanse, guide ship captains on their voyages throughout, or simply adorn the walls of the aristocrat's home. One can rest assured the Cartographers Guild is behind the creation of every work of art. For 2 centuries, the noble...
But you're here! God, you've got some god looking out for you.
I don't feel like reading right now. I've maintained order for many years. I know the city. When there's a good leader and fair policy, there's peace. But you know, you've allowed the steel growth to terrorize the people, to sow distrust and fear. I suggest you tighten your inquisitor's leash, or the embassy might not carry your banners for long. Interesting. I'm in the living lands. This island might not be the safest vacation spot, but it's certainly the most colorful. Also, the most flavorful, according to these mushrooms, and mushrooms seldom lie. But before I forget, I promised Bakirna I'd get back to souvenir. Interesting. Later.
Envoy, is it... I can't believe you're alive. When they dragged you to Liviana's clinic, I assumed the worst. How do you feel? Not even death can slow you down, I see. But we'll return to the topic of your untimely demise shortly. Our first order of business is your purpose here in the Living Lands. Captain Cynric said you have a missive for me from the Emperor. Very good. I'm eager to see what our Emperor intends. Now, His Majesty names you a loyal servant of the Adiran Empire, and an extension of the throne's authority. Thank goodness. At least someone understands the gravity of our situation. With that, I have better news for him. You've seen how wild the Living Lands has become, both in nature and in politics. Sometimes I think the island has a mind of its own. No sooner had you arrived than you found yourself at the center of our troubles. That you are, and not just on account of your noble heritage. This embassy has no shortage of political foes, but the Dream Scourge is what keeps me up at night. You've seen firsthand what it can do in nature. We can't let it reach the cities. Inquisitor Ludwig thinks the plague is a distraction. She's more concerned about these local rebels fighting against the Empire. At least rebels know the meaning of negotiation and compromise. But a plague kills indiscriminately. Though, even I must admit the rebels have gone too far. They've sabotaged our work, killed our soldiers, and the final straw, attacked you out in the open.
All the more reason to strike first, or so the thinking goes.
Whatever their reason, we have to retaliate for the good of the Empire. I won't lie to you, Envoy. Our position is tenuous. If we can't even defend ourselves, how are we to defend the living lands? But defend it we must, for the sake of everyone who calls this island home. Inquisitor Ludwine demands that someone hang for the attempt on your life. These Paradisian rebels must face justice. The choice is yours, as will be the consequences. All I ask is that you use your best judgment.
Not many get a chance to solve their own murder, you know. I know someone who could help. A dwarven tracker named Marius. Kith or beast, there's little he can't find. He's staying at the Grinning Ballarrock, not far from Liviana's infirmary. We just take the main road east to the market, then head down the stairs and cross the canal. Rough part of town, even by the standards of Paradise. Blend in, for one thing. Marius is from the Tusks, about the harshest and remotest place the gods ever created, even by the standards of the living lands.
Trickery, lies. The gods did not build this place.
Let's just say no one survives out there without picking up a few skills, the kind we'll need if we're going to find hidden assassins. Especially if they're from the streets of Paradise.
I suggest you recruit as many allies as you can, but choose carefully. They, like you, will represent the Empire. But before we can send you off to parts unknown, we need assurances from the local healer that you're fully recovered. After all, you survived a brush with death. The health of your body is one thing, the health of your soul is another. An unusual course of treatment, but who am I to argue? Remember, the assassin is out there. You have the element of surprise. I suggest you use it. We'll talk more of the Dream Scourge when you return. Until then, Envoy.
How about we start with Marius at the Grinning Ballarrock? Besides, I could use a drink after all this.
Walk in, give her the letter, and go. You can do this.
I always thought they should move to High Market. Then they'd make enough to eat.
I wouldn't go up there, stranger. That's Sparrowhawk territory.
A Deerins ain't welcome around the Pearl District. Mind yourself.
Smile, and you break it, you buy it. Wonder who he crossed. Those are the papers the Adiran refugees are waiting for.
Let us in, sweetheart.
I told you we're closed.
This is all I have.
All you have is... Huh. Aren't you the outlander who died in the streets? How are you... Gah. It doesn't matter.
You've got to help. He's gonna hurt me again.
Everyone take a deep breath. No one is hurting anyone else today. Right?
Listen to me, dead woman. What happens here does not concern you. Walk away. Or what? You'll die on me? This is getting tiresome. I wasn't really gonna hurt the apothecary, but I'm really, really gonna hurt you. You should have thought of that before sticking your nose in my business. Stand still, Outlander. This is gonna hurt.
Get him!
Oh, you guys!
This time...
Watch your back! You're not looking so good.
Smile, and you break it, you buy it. Wonder who he crossed. Doesn't take much. Those are the papers the Adiran refugees are waiting for.
How'd you get through me?
Envoy? Stay out of trouble.
Surprised they'll let us walk out of here.
Let us in, sweetheart.
I told you, we're closed.
Not for us, you're not.
What's a man gotta do to get his needs met around here?
If you... Not you, too.
This girl thinks she's gonna keep us out of the bathhouse.
You might own half the district, but you don't own the mermaid's den.
We'll see about that.
You don't like it? Take it up with your second in command. He's the one who stole from us.
That's a load of...
I knew this was Jago's fault. This isn't over.
Sorry. This district used to be a nice place. The Sparrowhawks always got along fine with us, and then they, I better not talk about it. Juliana told us to be discreet. She's inside. If you want to help, she can give you the details. You'd better hope you can. Go on. Juliana's inside. Doesn't bite. Unless you...
Whatever.
Oh, you're new around here, aren't you?
You're the talk of the town, Envoy. Everyone wants to meet you. Good nose. Hope you don't stick it in politics. They don't like envoys around here. People are always uneasy about power. Until they have it, that is. It is. It cost me a small fortune to bring it in. Though I'm afraid only a few of our wealthy patrons have noticed it. They're certainly particular. Funny what some people will spend their fortunes on, isn't it?
Always wondered why a boat wasn't enough. Maybe I have simple tastes.
Now, if you've come to avail yourself, I'm sorry. We're closed. I'm out of some supplies that should have been here days ago. I'd hunt them down myself, but I don't have a firm enough hand. I need someone with more authority. Someone, well, someone like you. Straight to the point. As a matter of fact, they have. The local strongmen, the Sparrowhawks, got a hold of the shipment. They must have thought it looked valuable. Unfortunately, they were right.
The Sparrowhawks used to be bullies. Now that Adair swept them into this neighborhood, they're bullies with a chip on their shoulder. Shipment or not, it's about time someone took them down a peg.
Who? Lord Heelguard? No. He'd kiss an animancer before he'd help with something like this. I do. Go to the docks. Their lieutenant runs one of the warehouses there. He'll probably keep it close.
And my life would be easier if my pool cleaned itself. Hurry back.
Listen, this is something I never thought I'd have to ask, but can we talk about you coming back from the dead?
Let's talk. You were there. What did you see?
I saw you take an arrow to the gut and collapse. Your skin went cold and you stopped moving. It happened fast. By the time I got you to Liviana's, I don't think you had a pulse. You certainly weren't breathing. You must have spent 20 minutes as a corpse on one of her cots before you just came back. What did you see while you were gone? What do you remember? Watchers say souls can linger between this world and the beyond for a time. I've seen Runid talk to them a few times. What happened next? The beyond. That's the realm of the gods, of souls. Well, that sounds kinda nice. What did you see there? Wait, someone? Who was it, or what was it? Well, that's good. Imagine how much worse this would be if you had two cryptic entities clamoring for your attention. So, someone is reaching out to you from the beyond. They saved you from death, and now they want you to free them from wherever they are. Do you trust them? Even if you wanted to leave them there, I get the feeling they're not going to leave you alone. Well, even in the land of the strange, you have had the strangest experience I've ever heard of, and you haven't even left Dawnshore. That's quite a feat. Me neither. So, this whole time you were in the Beyond, and then you were just sent back. Do you think there's a way to bring people back from the dead? Yeah, probably not. Still, thanks for humoring me. You must be tired. I know I am. Hopefully that Watcher Runid will have some answers for us. For now, let's get some rest. Good thing you're asking the expert. What gave it away? My finely pointed teeth, or the striking blue of my scales? The real question is why not? Rauatai's hardly a hospitable environment. Many of us end up settling elsewhere, or making a living on the go. That's where you get the popular image of the Amawa bodyguard or mercenary. A thump on the back and a crack on the skull from a brother who says you should visit more. It's complicated. I guess home usually is. Lashed by storms and battered by waves. We call it the rough country. And old trenchers say it's made us who we are. We do a lot of digging for irrigation, drainage, warfare, the occasional village tournament. Anyone from Rauatai has spent enough time in some kind of hole in the ground to be on a first-name basis with the worms. So, trenchers. Those of us who leave are scramble roots, hardy weeds that can survive just about anywhere. You'd fit right in with the Ranganui's inner circle. It's true that the same things that make Rauatai a difficult place to live have shaped our people and our kingdom. Our coral masons have built living harbors and fortifications along the coast to protect our ships and shelter our cities. For all our shortage of fertile soil, Rauatai's land is abundant in saltpeter, copper, iron, most of the other materials you need to outfit your mill. We value struggling and striving together. It helped us survive and build one of the most powerful navies in Aora.
Yes, darling. Break time, guys. I'll be right back. And we're back. You guys.
That's what I said when I left. You know where to find me.
The wood echoes, strangled suffering. We knew this creature. Still waters, you nearly dream. The bear, the rot in the heart. Did its beauty sing to you? Death to life. Does life not glisten like a stream? What gleams cannot be a monster? We wish you had not killed it. Violets and the stars.
Yeah.
We wish for both.
I'm not mad at you.
Birth into rebirth. Growth into life again. Beauty without end. Must all we love turn to ash? Can we not save it? Even if... No, we should not question this. Mercy like a knife. It hunts all of us. God, mortal, beauty. Sleep now. We ponder.
I promise you I won't be mad.
Unseen, unheard.
We make a good squad.
This looks like the path Offric told us about.
If you traveled weeks to see him, you can wait a few more days.
The Temple of Aethys is closed. Ugh, I don't know why everyone in the Living Lands suddenly wants to see the old kook in there, but it's not happening. Not today, anyway. Probably not tomorrow, either. Not with the way they're dawdling.
Since when do you make the rules?
Since I arrived with the big sword.
So you say I need a bigger sword. The Oracle has one. Let me in and I will borrow it.
I'm saying you need to go home because the goddamn temple is closed. The boy made it back to the embassy. I half expected him to kick off on the way there.
He was badly injured and grieving his brother's wounds. I say it is good news.
Sure, until the Inquisitor hears he abandoned his men to go crying for his mum.
You will let her go and not me. I see.
Who said I was letting her go?
Bye-bye. No worries.
Right. Sorry, Envoy. The expedition team entered through the cave just past here. They planned for a day's journey, but they've been gone for more than 3. Something must have held them up. Offric mentioned traps and earthquakes and...
The Oracle who maintains the temple is a godlike of Aethys, so there is no telling what he is capable of.
They were carrying a lot of tools and weapons with them, so be on your guard. And Envoy, thanks. I know Offric will appreciate you looking into this.
Spear looks a deer one, all right. Guess we're on the right track. Right behind you. Views like this remind me why I came to the Living Lands in the first place.
Something stirs here.
blood and a broken tripwire. Maybe Offrig's squad passed through here. Look at that. That statue. How did anyone build that all the way down here?
Rituals, whispers of searing light.
Zorms. What a snaker fight.
Here we go! Good fight. Give me a target.
Be safe!
All heirs can be refuges to record ignorance each generation on difficulty.
Hold it together, kid. We're nearly there.
I got to be dreaming. Oh gods, am I dead? Is this the Beyond Spirit? Have you come to take me to Galloway's side?
The kid's in bad shape, but he's not too far gone. I think we can help him.
I'm not ready. I've never even touched a girl. It's not fair.
Not with that. No. Oh, you mean healing him. Sorry, I'm all out of potions. I don't know any healing magic either.
Magic? I had to learn some magic, but only the kind that explodes. I don't want to explode. Please help me. Oh, that's the creepiest sensation I ever felt in my life. Like vines were growing all through me.
If it works, don't question it. And look, your wounds are closing up already.
Oh, wow. I feel leagues better. I thought for sure you were coming to take me back to the wheel. Who are you? What you doing down here? Free Expedition Corps out of High Crown. Yeah, that's us. Well, that's me anyway. The rest of those assholes went on without me after I got hurt. We'll come back for you once we've got the relic, Cadman, honest. Horse shit. Yeda was probably hoping I'd croak so she wouldn't have to tell our freak how she abandoned me. All she cares about is that Oracle and his relic, which is probably just a big old dog bone if you ask me. He's probably still down there, fiddling with the statue. You must have seen it on your way in. Our captain, she's...
Relax. You're not the...
It's not like that. I mean, Yeda's not been quite herself lately. I've always known her to be cautious, careful. Now she charges forward recklessly. And she pushes us as hard as she pushes herself. And that's how I got hurt.
Has she been short-tempered? Distracted?
Yeah. When we make camp, she has these terrible dreams. Wakes us all up with her screaming and muttering.
Can't be sure, but it sounds like the dream scourge to me, Envoy.
He'll be the last one to have seen him, I bet. I'll just rest up here a minute before I head back to Paradise.
Take it easy. No sense getting yourself into another scrape.
Promise, I'll take it slow. Hey, Envoy, for what it's worth, I really thought I was gonna die down here. It's a lucky thing you found me then. Right, yeah. You got those assholes to save and everything. I hope they're better off than I was.
Seems like a good kid. Glad we could give him a hand. Maybe one of Juliana's girls will too. So, the kid said the expedition team went deeper, looking for the Oracle.
Next one's mine!
The relic you seek is but one of many thorns in the rotten heart of this land. Claim it for Adir, and it should be efficiency confirmed. You will be approximately...
Didn't realize the head of the Steel Garrote was into antiques.
I see someone. Be ready for anything.
Sister, can it be? It has been too long. I had feared I was the last of us, but you... Oh, the very sight of you is a balm for the soul. I am the Oracle Sargemis, servant of the once shining god, he whose light has lately dimmed. What brings you to this sacred space? An expedition? I'm afraid I don't understand.
An expedition? You know, treasure maps, matching outfits, campfire songs, the works.
I am familiar with the concept, tomb raiding and the like. What troubles me is why they would come here. These ruins are not so different from the many others on this island, except that they are a good deal more treacherous. And this representation of Aethys we stand before, it is the work of my own hands. They could not hope to move it. Do you know what their purpose is here? Ah, the splinter of Aethys. I suppose it was too much to hope they were here to examine these exquisite ruins. Truly, it is their loss. It rests in a shrine deep within this temple complex, beyond the reach of looters, visitors, or indeed, myself. The path to the relic has fallen to ruin. Some sections are flooded, and others are infested with all manner of creatures. Although, perhaps you might assist me with that.
If you're about to ask us to tidy up, think again. My place is a much bigger mess.
Oh, no. I had something far grander in mind. You see, this construction beside us is no mere statue, but a reliquary I have built to house the splinter of Aethys in its appropriate grandeur. It is nearly complete, and ready for the splinter to be interred. But I can no longer reach the relic on my own. Return it to me, and who knows, perhaps you will meet your expedition along the way. I am most grateful. Oh, and please refrain from touching my statue or devices. May light illuminate your path, sister.
He's gone, but he's still with me. What form should a reliquary take that is fit to hold for the splinter? Here I am at High Crown. I would petition the church. This work without ceasing until it's done. It's beginning to take shape.
This reminds me of the Strangle Road. How is anything this big going all the way down there? 6 years in Dawn Shore, and I never knew something this big was
We
under
off?
our feet the whole time.
Woo! Alright, stream. This is where we stop. Thank you so much for watching. You can find me everywhere under Howling Tree Games. If you'd like to help out, like, follow, subscribe. It really does help a lot. Thanks again so much for watching. This is Wolfie Wander signing off. Have a good evening.